Alrighty, here we go. Time for the 2067 SCS. Here is how they got there. The Texas Rangers swept the Giants. Had a pretty wild series against the Braves. I jinxed D-Rich like a dick, so that helped them move over the Braves in 6. And then they beat the Marlins in 5. Best team in the NL regular season. On the other side, a 7-game series with their Pawns brethren, the Dodgers. A 5-game series where they won all 4 games by 1 run against their Pawns brethren. Best team in the league in the regular season, the Cascades. I'm fucking stupid. I was talking about California. My bad. That's not a great start. They swept St. Louis. They handled Montreal in 5. Then it was a banger of a 7-game series where it was back and forth. Memphis walked off at least twice, I want to say. Easily could have been either team. They came back in Game 7 in the 8th inning. This easily could have been a California-Texas SCS. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Just woke up from a nap. Alright. Let's get cooking. We're doing it all at once. Changes between Game 4. I have instructions from Sam. Sort of like a priority depth chart thing. I've got nothing from Corey, even though I talked to them this morning, so unless he tells me something about Game 4, and he said he was gone all day, we let her rip. It's too loud. Okay. Good luck. Off go. Wilmot Ebert versus Corey Neal in Game 1. Remember, we sim as normal until we reach the elimination game. Did I fix the games? I don't have to. Wait, yes I do. Right? Yeah, I do. Dumbass. Game 5. That should be Game 6. This should be Game 7, so we flip the teams. Elite game. Yeah, fucking dork. Whoops, that would have been awkward. What a great start, kids. Them all at the same time. 8:05. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, good luck. Here we go. Starting in the AL, Memphis is the home team. The better record. Okay, here we go. A 3-run bomb from Michael Morales. Texas opens the scoring. There is finally some runs from Memphis. Effie Minier singles in Damien, and then Jimmy Stancati singles in green. We've got ourselves a one-run game. Just adds one more though on a sack fly, score and Coke. A 2-run lead. Sorry if I'm not chatting too much about the games here. I want to save my voice and my energies for the live games. Memphis has the tying run at the plate here in Jimmy Schneider in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Rounds out, runner moves to third, but need a big hit here to cash him in. They do not get it. There is a solo home run from Galvez in the top of the 8th. Now making the mountain a little harder to climb here for Memphis. Again, they've come back quite a bit against California. Got it in them, but that extra run, a lot harder. Top of the 9th, Texas last chance to add insurance. Nothing cooking. Bottom of the 9th, Memphis trailing by 3. Put it in the books. Game 1 taken on the road by the Texas Rangers. Wilmot Edward with the wrong fucking jersey on won the game. I didn't even realize it. Oh my god. Well, we'll fix that now. We will fix that right now. Got the correct picture in this screen. Oh, god damn it, dude. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna waste time on it. For the whole team, update the pictures, all that. Fuck this game. Alright, game 2. Perry Lawless versus Jason Ordaz. Much to say. Good luck, and off we go. Sneaking game 1 away on the road. Memphis comes out early here. Campbell singles in Snyder, and a balk allows Damian to score. Sorry, as soon as I fucking start streaming, of course, there's shit I got to deal with on the side. The old classic. By Coke, Saxy, and Quixote. Texas cuts the lead in half right away at the top of the second. Man, with only one down here for Texas on top of the fifth. They put one across. Jeff Graff. Oh, Jeff Graff gets caught stealing at second. Are you kidding me? Wasn't it runners on the corners? Wow. Wild. Still there with 2 outs. So Campbell grounds to a fielder's choice. It scores a run with the bases loaded. Colton Anderson singles in Damian. It's 4-2. A walk reloads the bases. Chihara into the game already for Texas. That's the closer, I think, isn't it? Just a late inning guy coming in early to try to stave off. Only one away for Texas here in the top of the sixth. A walk loads the bases for Van Veen. Alvarado in a lot. Oh my God, Van Veen grounds into a double. Wait. An inning-ending double play. Is there 2 outs? Oh, there must have been 2 outs. A leadoff triple for Cody Wynn in the bottom of the sixth. They walk Briggs. He steals second to take the double play out of it. Second and third for Jimmy Schneider. Walks the bases loaded with nobody out. Another walk scores a run. A wild pitch scores a run. Absolutely falling apart. A ground out makes it 7-2. 7 runs on... Oh my God, a sac fly. 8 runs on 7 fucking hits. Incredible. It is 8-2. This game looks like it's going to easily go into Memphis' hands. We essentially have a best of 5. We'll just let this ride at max speed here. At 9-2. We are going to game 3. There it is. It is in the books. Snyder, Damien, and Ordaz. Your players of the day. Okay, here we go. Kurt Brown versus Perry Maddox. Texas is 6-1 at home. Texas gonna need to steal one at home, or on the road here, excuse me. Or else we're gonna have ourselves an elimination game right away. Okay, doubles in Galvez in the second. Texas takes an early lead. Jimmy Stancati with a 2-run shot though for Memphis. Flips that lead over. Boy, he's heated up at the right time. A bit cold early on in the postseason, but he's come up with some pretty big hits lately. Texas breaking out in the fifth here. Ratana singles in one. Galvez doubles. Quixote singles. All of a sudden, Texas, 3-run bottom of the fifth, has a 4-2 lead. Oh, once again! Texas with a 4-2 lead, and in the 8th, they add that third insurance run, making it 5-2. It didn't really matter last time, but a bit deflating to get that run on the board. We go to the top of the 9th. Memphis trails by 3. A one-out walk for Jimmy Snyder. Here's Stan Caddy. He grounds out. Runner moves to second. Not really of any consequence here. They need one more base runner at least. They will not get it, and Texas goes up 2-1. What the hell? OBS is frozen. There we go. Okay, Perry Maddox, Jimmy Stan Caddy, Buzz Johnson, your players of the game. Shit. Why am I yawning? All right, game 4. Huge game here for Memphis. They've got to steal this one, or else their backs are up against the wall. Got Kurt Brown against Nate Charlotte. Off we go, and good luck. We're going to have some early runs in this game. We are John Galvez with a 2-run jack in the bottom of the 1st. Oh my god, they hit Quixote. He steals second base. Gets Santos to strike out, though. They hit Coke with a pitch. What is happening here? Nate Charlotte shitting the bed. He does have a 6 ERA in the postseason. I seem to recall him shitting the bed for Minnesota as well. One of the reasons they let him go is that he does not do well in the postseason. Snyder leads off with a single, but then gets sorry, that was a 2-out single, and then he gets caught stealing at second base. Another hit by pitch. This time it's Brown. I don't even think Charlotte lasted more than. Wait, it wasn't even. No, I'm stupid. Charlotte's pitching for Texas. Wow, I can't read. So Kurt Brown is the one having all the trouble here. Well, when your bats can pick you up, single, home run, Memphis takes the lead. And they're not done yet. Still nobody out. 2 singles, runners on the corners. Another 3-run jack! And that will end Charlotte's day, of course. I stop. Oh, no. Well, Memphis now up by 4 runs. Still a lot of game left, but we are poised to have a best of 3. Wait, why does it say no game scheduled today in the background? I'm just realizing this. Oh, because the other one's up in the background. Oh my god. 7-2 for Memphis. 2 homers in the game now for Colton Anderson. 8-2. Sorry. Ocampo hit a home run right before him. What the hell? We are going to have, barring an insane comeback from Texas, we are going to have a best of 3 on our hands. Means we're guaranteed to go to Game 6, which we will go live for sure. Nine to 2. Yeah, this one is over. You're not slowing this one down. Okay, this is unnecessary. Alrighty then, 13-2. Save some runs for tomorrow. Alright, Game 5, I should say. There's a day off. Yikes. Memphis exploding. I guess it's about sending a statement. Alright, here we go. We actually got word from Corey. Who's this bum with DFAs? Fucking incredible, man. Okay. Is there room on the 40-man? There is. Back to the 40-man you go. Alright, here we go. Game 5, and then a guaranteed live game, or games, the rest of the way. I heard from Corey, no changes, and only changes for Sam if there's injuries, but I have not seen anybody get injured, so we are rolling with what they've got. With the Game 1 starters, Wilmot Edward, 4-0 with a 186 ERA up against Corey Neal. 1-1 with a 6.33 ERA. Okay, now we're gonna fix Wilmot. No, you know what? I'm not. Just going. Go. Here we go, kids. The reason I'm not is it'll get fixed in the off season. I run a full picture update as part of my rollover process, so it's gonna get fixed in like an hour anyway. Alright, obviously a gigantic Game 5. And Memphis comes out swinging. Looks like 13 runs yesterday didn't stop them from scoring any today. Bottom of the second is Memphis threatening again here. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Wilmot. I should have changed his picture. I'm sorry. Four nothing. 5-0 for Memphis, and Wilmot Edward will not last more than 1 2/3 innings. I should have changed his picture. Oh my goodness. And Memphis has scored 19 runs in the last 2 games. So far, it's only the bottom of the third. They've turned on the afterburners here, smelling blood in the water. Alright, 6-0. We're gonna speed it up. I'm gonna speed it up a little more. I want to get to the live games, man. Unless Texas makes a game of it. Still a long way to go. We've seen them put up lopsided numbers as well. Top of the 6th, Corey Neal still rolling along. Oh, an error allows Rotana to reach base. But Hugo Santos grabs it to the fielder's choice, and they get nothing. Top of the 7th, 2 men on, but with 2 down. Handsome Monk strikes out. Thought we might have had a rain delay there. Alright, top of the 9th. Texas does trail by 2. As Hugo Santos hit a through on Jack that I missed. Oh! Hold the phone! Got a single and a double with nobody out. That makes the tying run come on deck. Disgusting. That brings the closer Curiel into the game. He gets Michael Morales to fly out. Hansel Monk, he's 0 for 4 today. He sack flies. That's not going to do enough, though. Galvez, they get him. And Memphis will take a 3-2 lead. Finally breaking the back and forth games as they win back-to-back games, including this one at home. They will hit the road, Jack. They will make their way to Texas to try to take home the bacon on the road. Memphis last won in 2048. 19 years since the championship. And I want to say 19 years since Memphis has made the SCS. I feel like I'm wrong about that, though. I feel like there's one in between. Maybe one after 2048 that I am incorrect about. Okay, we nuked the music. Here we go. This is it. Jason Ordaz, 2-1. 3.58 ERA up against Perry Lawless, 2-2 with a 6.04 ERA. Texas has only lost twice at home in the whole postseason. Memphis make it 3. Take home the bacon, or they have to wait until they go back home to give it a shot in Game 7. I almost hit start RTS. That would have been bad. Here we go. Oh, they're the same damn color, practically. All right, that's what OSA thinks of the comparisons, but by position, not really much changed. Then Caddy, Ocampo, and Damian the advantages, quote unquote, for Memphis. Texas has got the rest though. Good game 1-63, so this should all be the same. I am terrified that this is going to be really loud now, so I'm turning it down. All right, here we go, kids. Sorry if your ears get ass blasted. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Stupid ass game. All right. I like ambient volume at 80. And field volume, yeah, I like those a little higher. It'll come back once we do the first pitch here. Okay, strap on in. Here we go. Memphis up 3-2. Chance to take home the bacon in Texas. Perry Lawless on the mound. We talked about that 6.04 ERA. Jimmy Snyder leading off. He's got an 800 OPS in this postseason. Nothing crazy, but not terrible whatsoever. Game 6 of the SCS. Here we go. Shot high in the air to right field, floating, carrying, going, gone, just barely over the wall! And Memphis immediately puts Texas in the danger zone with the leadoff solo bolo by Jimmy Snyder. Also, I don't know why, but it's kind of cool. Memphis is wearing white helmets, probably because they're an expansion team, I assume. I'm not sure, but I like it. Tavo Damian, 757 OPS. He's got 4 home runs to his name. Snyder kick-starting the offense here. Damian with a little lift into center field. That's going to be hauled in for out number 1. Davis Ocampo, he's got 5 home runs and 26 RBIs in the postseason. That might legitimately be close to a record. Might have to look that up. RBIs in a postseason, because that's a lot. Sporting an 888 OPS. Ripped up the middle. That is a 1-out single for Ocampo. Yeah, fans feeling it already. You've got to stop the bleeding now. Colton Anderson, a 991 OPS. He has 18 ribbies to his name. We'll watch strike Cotton Candy. That was right down the middle at the bottom of the zone for strike number 3. Here is the cold Johnny Green, 689 OPS, 3 homers, 9 ribs with 2 away. Rip, that's going to go all the way. It's going to hit the middle of the wall into the gap. It was hit really hard, though. Played nicely. No, runner rounding third. A terrible cutoff throw. And Ocampo will score. An absolutely brutal cutoff throw by Jeff Graff. The fans are upset. 2-0 Memphis. At the top of the first, that brings up Minier, the center fielder. Not doing too hot with the bat in the postseason here. Sub 600 OPS, man sitting at second base. Will go down swinging. So that Lawless ERA actually climbing right now. Jason Ordaz take to a 2-run lead. Leading off the bottom of the first. Why can I not say Gabriel? Gabe Ratana. Gabe Ratana. What the fuck, man? 853 OPS for Ratana. That is a little flare that is foul, and it's going to be caught by Stan Caddy for out number 1. Here's Jeff Graff. Lifted into left. Little floater out there to Elton Briggs for out number 2. John Galvez. I missed his OPS and shit. That is a little flare that is going to go over the second baseman's head and drop in front of Minier out there in center field for a 2-out single. Cahote with a 500 OPS. He has a 187 average in the postseason. He has done jack and shit. This team, somehow they're in Game 6 of the SCS. Time to wake up, Samuel. Shoots it on the ground to third. They go to second for the force out. Lawless back out. ERA up half a point to 6.5 now. Woof. Stan Caddy to lead things off. Shoots one into right field. That's going to drop. Lead off single as Galvez played it on a hop. Don't want to leave your feet here. First batter of the inning. I missed who's batting. I hit the button back. So this looks like it could be two. It's hit pretty softly. They go to second for one to first. In time! Nice double play by the defense for Tana to Quixote to Van Veen. 5-6-3 double play. Sorry, 4-6-3 double play, not 5-6-3. Dumbass. Elton Briggs at the bottom of the lineup, batting .319. Is absolutely lightning in a bottle on the base paths. Having this guy at the bottom of your lineup and he can get on base is just terrorizing. This time he grounds out, though, to Jimmy Snyder for the second out. Sorry, to end the inning. Bottom of the second, Hugo Santos. 5 homers and 10 ribs, sporting a 1,047 RPS for... OPS? For the SCS. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Watch strike 3 for out number 1, Levi Koch. He's had some big hits for Memphis. For Texas. Fuck me. What is wrong with me? Cotton candy. That's what's wrong. Cotton candy. Grounds out for out number 2, Van Veen. That is shot into the gap, cutting the outfielders in half. That's going to bounce off the wall. Roll all the way to the center fielder. Took an awkward bounce. Rounding second. Heading for third. Van Veen. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. That awkward bounce off the cutout there in left center. Whoa! Oh, he started walking off the field. Am I crazy? I want a replay. Did he not start walking off the fucking field? Alright, it didn't hit the jut out, but we'll pretend it did. That ball had some English on it. Okay, show me the fucking ball! He's safe and watch. Oh, that's the third baseman. I have problems. I thought Van Veen started walking off the field. Alright, a 2-out triple for Van Veen. Brings Morandi Rojas to the plate. Shoots one into right. That's going to score Texas's first run. A 2-out damage. The triple thanks to the wall. And a single, 2-out single by Rojas makes it 2-1. Hansel Mong, the 9-hitter. More of a defense guy. He watches strike 3 that looks like it may have been outside. No, it definitely caught the plate. Alright, back to the top of the lineup. Lawless. On the ground to first. Lawless covering first. They get him in time. Hilarious when putting up a 0 can drop your ERA a quarter of a run. Look at 1 out and his ERA dropped 0.1. Fucking hilarious, man. Tavo Damien. He strikes out looking. Outfooled by the cutter, and then Ocampo, who's 1 for 1. Beat grounded short. A 1-2-3 inning for Perry Lawless. And that ERA might actually be under 6 now. Alright, Gabe Ratana on top of the lineup again, also for Texas here in the bottom of the third. That's a weak grounder. That's going to sneak by the hustling shortstop. Running, but just under the glove of Cody Wynn. So Gabe Ratana, who's absolutely lethal on the base paths. I would not be surprised if he goes first pitch. Graph at the dish. High fly ball, deep center field, gone! Don't need to steal when you can put one in the wheelhouse of Jeff Graff. And Texas takes the lead on a 2-run dong by Mr. Graff. Fans have awoken. John Galvez. Oh, a jumping grab there by Snyder at second base. Nice play for out number 1 of the inning. Quixote, we talked about how he's done nothing. That's a high fly ball. Floating back, gone! A frozen rope over the right field wall. That's one way to break out. It's 4-2 for Texas. On the ground to third for out number 2. Levi Koch. Strikes out swinging. That'll end the inning, but not before Texas puts up a 3 spot on 2 home runs. A two-run shot by Graff The solo bolo by Quixote. Boy, you would love to see him wake up and put on a little makeup. Colton Anderson. 0 for 1 on the day. Lawless is... Oh, his ERA is still above 6. That is on the ground to first for out number 1. Johnny Green, 1 for 1 with a ribby today, but nobody on base today. Or, sorry, this at bat. What the fuck? Strikes out swinging. Here's Minier. Center fielder. Fly ball on the infield. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Perry Lawless. He seems to have settled in. Back to the bottom of the 4th here. Bottom of the lineup for Texas. Van Veen had that 2-out triple back in the 2nd. This is ripped along a line right to the center fielder. Route number 1, Rojas. That 2-out single for the RBI in the 2nd. This time he goes down swinging. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, little E. I'm glad somebody got it. Alright, 9-hitter Mong with 2 outs. Nobody on. Don't want to be walking the 9 guy. Let me tell you what. Rotana's 1 for 2 on the day. Goes down swinging. Exactly what that guy said. Top of the 5th. Lawless back out. Only had 57 pitches. He's still looking good. He has settled right in now with a 2-run lead. Jimmy Stout Caddy, the bottom of the lineup for the Memphis Blues coming up this inning. That Caddy's 1 for 1. Ripped into center, but hustling over and covering for it is Hansel Mong for out number 1. Cody Wynn, the shortstop. That is lifted and left, and it will bounce in front of Jeff Graff. Vance thought maybe he could get to it or he could have laid out for it, but gonna play it safe. Elton Briggs now. Win on first. That is a liner right at second. Are they gonna double him off? They double him off at first! Asleep on the base paths. Cody Wynn, asleep on the paths, gets doubled off by... Who's the second baseman? Rotana. Playing hurt, by the way, Rotana. What a play. Bottom of the 5th. Mr. Graff leading things off. That is a 4-pitch walk for Ordaz. Second walk of the game. Galvez now with a runner on. Graff runs well. Galvez down the line at third. It's going to bounce over the base. Go all the way down to the foul pole. Rounding second, heading for third. Rounding third, heading for home, but thinking again. No reason to get thrown out here with none out. Second and third. Galvez and Graff on the base pass for Quixote. He hit a solo bolo his last time up. Infield in. And that is hit right to a shifted shortstop. Who shifted all the way to the other side of the bag because we don't bat infield shifts. Round number 1, infield stays in for Hugo Santos. He's 0 for 2 on the day. On the ground, they go home, and they get him at home. Why are you running home on a ground ball right to the shortstop? Terrible, terrible base running by Jeff Graff. That is the 2nd out. That'll be the end of the day for Ordaz. Tom Watson... What? Tom Watson comes in to face the righty Levi Koch. Tejery, I guess. Runners on the corners, 2 down. It's the worst that could happen. On the ground to first. What the fuck do I know? And somehow, second and third, nobody out for Memphis, results in 0 runs on great defense and Jeff Graff having a brain fart. Perry Lawless coming back out for the top of the 6th. Only at 61 pitches through 5 innings. 12 per inning is quite nice and economical. He's going the 3rd time through the order, though, here. Jimmy Snyder, 1 for 2. He's got that dinger. Back in the first, that leadoff game-leading dinger. Game-leading... What the fuck? You guys know what I mean. This one's ripped all the way into the gap. It's going to take a funny hop. No. It bounces cleanly off the diagonal wall out there. It's a clean double for Jimmy Snider to lead off the top of the sixth. Bravo Damien. On the ground to first. This should be out number 1, but that will move Snider into sack position for Davis Ocampo. Ripped into center. Hustling in is Mong. Here comes the throw. Great hustle by Mong. That's not deep enough. Snider sits at third for Colton Anderson. That one's going to sneak through the middle under the glove of the shortstop. 4-3. Quixote hustled for it, but it just rolled under his glove, just out of his reach. Memphis now within 1. Johnny Green, right fielder, 1 for 2 today. That is lifted into left. It's got English. It's curling all the way around deep into left field. Picked up and thrown to the... What the fuck? What is that? Apparently, the ball spun. It was deep enough to get a double. Jeff Graff having a fucking awful time in left field today. I want to look at the replay, but I also don't. Oh my God, bro. We'll just... I don't know. We'll call that one the old animation hilarity. Regardless, Memphis ties the motherfucking game. Of course, they leave the starter in too long. There's Harry Magallanes. Unless you want to call them Magallanes? Megalanes? That's so stupid. Minier. The runner sitting at second. How, you ask me? I don't know is the answer. But after 5.5, we've got a 4-4 game. 8 hits for Memphis. 7 for Texas. Bottom of the lineup for Watson, Van Veen. Shot to the left-hand side of third base. Van Veen runs really well, but nice play by Damien to get him. Randy Rojas. That is ripped into right on a rope. But a few steps back, and Johnny Green will have it. 9-hitter Mong. Watch is strike 3 on the corner. A 1-2-3 inning for Tom Watson out of the bullpen. Here's Harry Maggs. Back out to pitch the top of the 7th. We've got also the bottom of the lineup for Memphis. Stan Caddy, switch hitting catcher. Hit left-handed. That's a liner right at the shortstop for out number 1. Cody Wynn. Into center. It's deep. It's back. It's over the wall. Memphis takes a late lead, putting Texas in the danger zone. Cody Wynn with a solo bolo. You're kidding me. Coming back down 4-2. They now are leading 5-4. There's the 9-hitter Briggs. High fly ball on the infield behind second base. Hauled in by the second baseman. Bertana for out number 2. Snider with 2 outs. Watches strike 3 on that outside corner. Umps loving that outside corner today. 7th inning stretch. I'm going to pretend it's playing the organ. Fantastic. Very moving piece right there. Top of the lineup for Texas. 9 outs potentially left in their season. Down by 1, Tom Watson back out to pitch this 7th inning. A 4-pitch walk to lead things off. We have a pinch hitter, DeAndre Hunt, coming in to pinch hit for, I have no idea who that's for. The number 2 hitter in your lineup, though. Bertana runs like the wind. Will he take off? We're not going to see a bunt from DeAndre Hunt, I don't think. They're looking to do damage. We go. That is snuck through the left-hand side. Ratana round second, heads for third in front of the left fielder. Are you kidding me? And the runner goes to second on the throw. Johnny Green caught absolutely napping out there. Did not think Ratana had the balls to go first to third right in front of his eyes, and he did. He never slowed down. Second and third with nobody out for Texas. John Galvez on fire. 2 for 3. Surely there's a right-hander in the pen to deal with him. No? Let's let him feast on the lefty Watson, you say? Okay, why not? Infield in. Lifted into left. It's shallow. Ratana tags. Here comes the throw. It's not deep enough even for the speedy Ratana. Green had shades of revenge in his eyes after watching Ratana take that third base right in under his nose, basically. Quixote had that solo bolo. Otherwise, he's not been good. Now the lefty-on-lefty matchup comes into play. Infield still in. To center field. Goodbye. Second home run of the game is a grand slam. That's a way to wake up. And that baseball's got some makeup as it's in the stands in center. And Texas takes a 7-5 lead. Are you fucking shitting me? Yeah, day late and $1 short. Watson left in, of course. I swear to God, I hate this game for that. Humphreys comes into the game, now trailing by 2. Does get Santos swinging. Levi Koch. Shot on the ground to first. That'll end the inning, but the Texas Rangers put up a 3 spot and are now leading by 2 runs. Harry Maggs. By the way, I didn't even see this, but check out his goddamn ERA. It's 11 right now. Yikes. 2-3-4 due up for Memphis. That is a fly ball just over the jumping head of Jimmy Snyder. A leadoff single for Damian. He runs well. Davis Ocampo. Remember, we talked about his 26 RBIs. Remind me to check after the game whether that's close to a record or not. He is the tying run sitting at the plate. Harry Maggs looking pretty tired. 30 pitches. Where the fuck is the bullpen? Ripped to short, to second, to 1, for first, for 2. A tailor-made double play. You could not hit it any more perfectly, and he ripped it so hard. There was no shot they weren't going to double him up. A huge double play for the Rangers. Colton Anderson now batting left-handed. This one into center, left center, but hauling it in. Up there in center field is Hansel Mong. Bottom of the 8th, last chance for insurance. I feel like you probably need some insurance here. 2 does not feel safe with this Memphis lineup. Though it is the bottom of the order due up, I believe. No, 6, 7, and 8. Forrest Humphreys staying in the game. Van Veen, the bottom of the lineup for Memphis here. That is on the ground short. He runs pretty well. But a nice play by Cody Winn to get him in time. Rojas, the catcher. Lifted into center. That's going, and gone! Just over the wall! Barely cresting that 420-foot center field. Wow. We'll call it 415 out there as he hit it 420. There's the insurance I was talking about. Let's see if it comes into play. Hansel Mong strikes out swinging. That'll bring Ratana back up. Little dribbler in front. You got to hustle. He runs way too well. He is gone like the wind, baby. Ratana with a swinging bunt on first base with an infield hit. Salvador Ruby, who came into the game to play left field for the pinch hitting DeAndre Hunt. He's got a 1,000 OPS. Shot into right field. That's going to get down. Ratana's going to round second, head for third. He's going to stand up easily there. No, he slides in. Wow, great throw. by Adrian Cantu to make it really close against Furtana. Now runners on the corners for John Galvez. You got to stem the bleeding now if you're Memphis. 3 is already hard enough. Galvez on the ground to second base. The solo home run by Rojas. Let's see if it makes a difference. Sayani Chihara. Closer for the Rangers. Johnny Green due up first. A 100-mile-per-hour fastball from the outer corner. What a pitch. Pinch hitter Ivan Mayorga got a 1,000 OPS in this postseason. That's a little flare. It's going to fall in front of Mong. The tying runs at the plate in Jimmy fucking Stancati. He seems to have heated up at the right time. He was not very good in the beginning of the postseason, but he's had some big hits. Go bat left-handed. I think this is his weaker side, I want to say. I could be wrong, but regardless. High! Deep! You are shitting me! A 2-run jack! And right now, the solo home run by the longtime Ranger, Mirandy Rojas, is the difference in this fucking game. I knew you 2 wouldn't hold up. Will 3 hold up? Cody Winn, he's on fire. He's 2 for 3. He's got a home run today. Still Chihara's game to lose. That is a walk. Adrian Cantu came into the outfield as a defensive replacement, but he hits righties really well. It looks like a 950 OPS. A platoon player hitting from the strong side. Cody Winn is the tying run at first base. Cantu is the go-ahead run at home. A double play ends this game. On the ground to first, to second for 1. They're not going to be able to double up. They get the lead runner, and that allows Jimmy Snyder, who led the game off with a home run, to come to the plate. With 1 out remaining in the game and a 1-run deficit for Memphis Blues. Chihara to Snyder. What the fuck are you doing, moron? I have no words. That might be the single dumbest thing I've ever seen in this entire fucking game. I don't know what the guy was doing trying to steal. Okay, but here we go, kids. Game 7. Strap in. That solo home run from Rojas was the goddamn difference. Quixote, your player of the game. I am stun locked here. I've never seen a game-ending thrown out at second like that. Why are you running? Why are you running? It's Jimmy Snyder. He already hit a home run. The single dumbest play I think I've ever seen. 8th save for Chihara. I better save it first before I go clicking around, but holy shit. That was stupid. We are going to have the good old-fashioned Skyline branded Game 7. We seem to have a lot of Game 7s in the SCS. That is a good thing for you guys. Not so great for my voice, but that's okay. I don't give a shit. It's fun. Alright. This is it for all the goddamn marbles. All polished up and everything. Let's go to the leaderboards real fast. Go to postseason. I don't think 8 saves is up there, right? Yeah, no, EJ Rombo had 13 in 2065. That's right, that was crazy. The RBIs, though, I want to look at. 30 by Ned Weston. is the record. Davis Ocampos 26 has him tied for 5th right now. If he gets one more, he's tied for 2nd with, I don't know who that is. That's got to be an OG. Oh yeah, 1990 OG player. Same with this guy's an OG player too. No, no. I do not know who Jim Lundgren is. He's before my time. Colton Anderson, I do know though. 2058, he had 27 ribbies. I knew that was quite a bit. Okay. I've had my fun. I'm sure Corey and Sam are both having a lot of fun. Barry Maddox, 2-1 with a 4 ERA. Buzz fucking Johnson, man. Who else would you pick to, if you had to pick one pitcher to pitch Game 7, and you had to pick of any pitcher in the league, I would fucking pick Buzz Johnson. You could not put a better pitcher out on the mound at home. Barry Maddox. Yeah, not your prototypical ace, we'll say. But I know Texas is down a lot of pitching injuries, so it is what it is. Who knows? Corey's 2nd championship on the line. Sam's 2nd championship on the line. I forgot to mention that throughout the whole playoffs. No first-time champions. Doesn't make it any less exciting. Ladies and gentlemen... I clicked the wrong button! That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's fixable. What the fuck, man? We just go into our task manager, we nuke the game, we bring it. That's why we save. Sorry. My bad. Fuck me in the goat ass, dude. That was the misclick of the century. Good thing we save it after every game. Yeah. This is why, in case I do stupid shit like accidentally start real-time sim instead of manage game. God, I scared the fuck out of myself there. Yeah, sorry for the screech. Okay. Mulligan, please. Let's try that again. Fuck me. Alrighty, here we go. No, I just fucking am a moron, that's all. Okay, that's saved at the end of the last game. Alright, shit doesn't change anything. Okay, manage game. Fucking hell, man. Okay, here we go for all the marbles. All nice and polished up. Got Perry Maddox against Buzz Johnson. A new lineup for Memphis against the right-hander. I think the lineup's the same. Yeah, Graf, Galvez, Quixote, Santos, Coke, Van Veen, Rojas, Mong. That is the same lineup. Okay, we're going to see a lot of lefties. Briggs moves to the top of the lineup. Levy's in. Mayorga's in. Looks like, so definitely a different lineup. Okay, this is all she wrote. What the fuck? Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Excuse me, please. Why did that not save? LOLOL. Shit's just going off the rails. Also, why the fuck? Yeah. Oh my god, bro. What is this? What is this jackass stadium? And why is our camera fucked up? Oh no. Oh no. It's all falling apart. Third base stands? What the hell? I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. We're in like a dome? What the fuck is this shit? What happened to Memphis' stadium? This might not go well, kids. Okay, there it is. That's what we're going with. I don't know what to say about this fucking stadium. This is like clip art stadium, bro. I don't know. This is some awful shit, but here we go. Regardless, it doesn't matter where you play. It matters how, goddammit. And we have Game 7. Buzz fucking Johnson into the game. He actually hasn't been that great in the postseason. 1-1, 37 innings, 36 hits, 19 runs, only 3 walks, by the way. That's what fucking 80 control will do for you. 37 Ks, though. If you're counting, that's a 12-to-1 K per walk ratio. Oh, Ruby, you're fine. Dog's like, what the fuck are you doing, Dad? Alrighty, here we go. Gabe Ratana to lead things off in Game 7. Here we go. Don't look. Avert your eyes from the ugly-ass stadium. Here we go. That is shot through the second baseman. A hot shot that couldn't quite be handled by Snyder. They're not going to give him an error, it looks like. That is counted as a base hit. Ratana sits on first. Jeff Graff comes to the plate. There goes Ratana. Yeah, no surprise there. First pitch. Taking off against Stancati. He's got a good arm, Stancati, but... Excuse me, Ratana is out of this world on the base pass and puts himself in scoring position for Mr. Graff. That's a weak grounder by the pitcher. Snyder has to hustle. And he doesn't get there in time. Runners on the corners for Texas. That brings up Galvez. Nobody out, trouble already for Buzz. Shot over the first baseman. Landing on the line. They had to wait to see if it was fair. But that's going to score a run. Buzz Johnson hasn't even recorded an out yet. And it brings up Quixote, who is absolutely out of his slump now. What? Both runners double stealing. Holy shit, Texas is absolutely cutting throat right now. Second and third, nobody out. Quixote into right field. You didn't see that. Hauled in out there. Nathaniel Levy for out number 1. Not deep enough for Graff to run, even though he runs pretty well. You go Santos. Strikes out, swinging, massive out. That'll bring up Levi Koch. No way, bro! Somehow, in all that chaos and calamity, Texas only manages to get 1 run. That is incredible considering what they had cooking. Regardless, Texas is now leading Game 7 of the SCS. Elton Briggs to lead off for Memphis. I fucking hate this camera angle, but it is what it is. High fly ball. Out behind first base, hauled in by second baseman Gabe Ratana for out number 1. Tavo Damien on the ground hard to third, over to first, out number 2. Nathaniel Levy again in against the righty here. Takes an inside fastball for ball 4, a 2-out walk. Yeah, one thing you've noticed about these Memphis players, they can all run. I think save for the catcher Stancati, everybody on the team can run. Davis Ocampo, again, we talked about his RBI situation. 1 ties him for second, 2 puts him fully in second place to get in front of teammate Colton Anderson, who is not playing today against the righty. That's a lazy fly ball out behind shortstop. Well, I don't have words. I got nothing. I don't know how that's not E6. But okay, here we go. Quixote wants to see the ball go to its natural home of the grass, I guess, before he touches it. The new banana ball rule. Can't touch the ball till it touches grass. And we've got runners on the corners with 2 away for Ivan Mayorga. And they're against the righty, and he pounds the right-handed pitching. Maddox in a spot of trouble here. And that is going to go over the head of the third baseman. And Quixote, literally allowing the ball to touch grass, is going to cause a run to score and tie this game up at 1. I'm going to blame the stadium on that one because I have no fucking idea what I just watched, and I've never seen it before. First and second with 2 down for Johnny Green. He strikes out swinging. We've got a tie game at 1 after 1. Johnson pitched 26 pitches in that first inning. Getting off is Simon Van Veen. Hard on the ground to second. Snyder picks it up. Route number 1. Randy Rojas had that game difference home run last night. Solo home run in the top of the 9th was the difference and held up. Here he grounds out to the shortstop for out number 2. Number 9 hitter Hansel Mong. That is lifted over the head of the shortstop and will fall in front of Briggs out there for a 2-out single. That rolls the lineup over for Ratana. He's 1 for 1 today. That's a lazy fly ball into center field here. I can't for sure say it's going to be the 3rd out after what we just saw, so it is caught, believe it or not, by Mong out in center. Sorry, excuse me, the Green out in center field. Jimmy Snyder moving down to the 7th spot here against the righty to lead off against Maddox. Ripped into left field. That is a lead-off single for Jimmy Snyder and the Cotton Candy. Yeah, as you can see, Snyder runs really well. Jimmy Stan Caddy batting from, I'm pretty sure this is his weaker side, but he hit a 2-run jack from this side last night to get the game within 1. He is, I don't know how he doesn't have the on fire symbol right now because he is roasting. Runner goes. Here's the throw. Not in time. Snyder steals second base. He's in scoring position. A bunt from the catcher. Nice bunt by Stancati. Right back, making the pitcher field it. You don't see that every day where the catcher's bunting. Now runner on third with only 1 down for Cody Wynn, the 9-hitter. He's on fire. High fly ball. That is not going to leave the infield for out number 2. Tough one there. Lineup rolls over to Briggs. Oh, that's going to be trouble. Briggs runs really well. And he is out just by a hair at first base. That was close. Remains 1-all. Jeff Graff to lead things off. Struck out by Buzz Johnson. John Galvez. High, deep. That is a no-doubter. Put some taco sauce on it. That is a solo bolo for John Galvez to give Texas the lead. Fans not pleased whatsoever. No surprise there. Sam Quixote now at the dish. On the ground to second for out number 2. Santos. That's ripped into the left. It's going to go all the way to the warning track, but Santos doesn't run very well. But he's rounding and heading for second. The fearless play. He had 2 in his mind out of the box. Does not run that well, but he hustles in for a 2-out double. Now that brings Levi Koch to the plate. And that is going to just fall over the jumping shortstop. Rounding third, heading for home. And the throw is offline, and Texas will score another. Wait a minute, no, they got him! What? We got to see this again. Throw to the cutoff man. And over to home. Who is that sexy beast playing first base? That's Ocampo. No, it's not. It's fucking Van Veen? No, it is Ocampo. I'm stupid. I don't know who's who. I'm lost. I need help. I need an adult. Ocampo took the offline throw and whipped it home to get the runner in time. Santos went to the well too many times. He hustled in for second, but that hustle cost him a run at home plate. Tavo Damien leading off the bottom of the third. Strikes out swinging Levy. That's going to go all the way over by the line in left field. Rounding first, thinking about second. But thinks again. That'll allow Ocampo to come to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. That looks like it has trouble written all over it, but no. Rounding second, heading for third is Levy. Rounding and heading for second. Standing up with a double. Wow, that is a ballsy double. They test the arm of Hansel Mong, it's not a bad arm, but it's not a spectacular one. And the runners sit at second and third with only 1 away for Ivan Mayorga. He strikes out swinging. What a massive strikeout for Perry Maddox. That brings Green to the plate with 2 away and 2 on now. Walks the bases loaded, allowing Jimmy Snyder to come to the plate. Probably not a great idea. We'll see if Maddox can get out of the jam with 2 outs and the bases loaded. No, shot into right. Gonna fall for the right fielder. 1 run scores. Rounding third, heading for home is Ocampo. Here comes the throw in. It's offline. Memphis takes the lead. Wait a minute! What happened? What play did we miss? They scored 2 runs, right? They got the runner at third. I didn't even see that. Oh, they got the runner trying to move up to third. Oh boy, making the third out at third base. Cotton Candy is goddamn right. Because you're in big trouble. Regardless, Memphis with a 2 spot. Both runs count. They lead by 1. Buzz Johnson, 61 pitches to start the 4th inning. Not where you'd like him to be. That is high, deep, floating, back, in front of the track. It drops. We've got a lead off double for Van Veen. Brings Rojas to the plate. This is a fly ball in foul territory. Going to be grabbed for out number 1. Hansel Mong not doing too hot with the bat right now. He is 1 for 1 today. On the ground, over to short. Throw to first in time. Runner moves to third on the play. 2 down. That does bring the lineup round again. Gabe Ratana, 1 for 2 on the day. On the ground to second. Got a hustle. He runs really well. Throw to first in time to get Ratana by a step. And the fans are absolutely livid that their team got out of it. I hate this game, man. Okay. It's fucking Black Mirror time, I guess. Home fans are booing good plays. Jimmy Stancaddy. Lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. Hard grounder to second. Nice play on a bad hop by Ratana for out number 1. Shortstop win. That is lifted into left, but it's just a nice, juicy, lazy fly ball. For out number 2. Top of the lineup, Briggs now. Fly ball on the infield. Unless Quixote has another brain fart, it is out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Perry Maddox. We're into the 5th. Johnson at 72. Pitch count starting to stabilize. You got to feel like he's got a pretty decent leash. Jeff Graff will lead things off. Well, maybe not anymore. That is an opposite field jack sliced into the left field seats. The game is tied. 9th hit of the day. Maybe you shouldn't have a nice long leash on Buzz Johnson. You just cannot put it together. The game is tied. John Galvez picking up that fire symbol in this game. Gets struck out on 3 pitches. Coyote with the bases empty and 1 down. Goes down swinging for out number 2. Hugo Santos. Takes a full count walk. Let's take a look at the pitch tracker on that one. It was definitely outside, so that allows Levi Koch to come to the plate with 2 away. Johnson strikes out the side, but gave up a leadoff home run to Jeff Graff. The bottom of the 5th, Perry Maddox. What's his pitch count like? 74. He does not have nearly the stamina of Johnson. He's got to be near the end of the line, you would figure. Potentially could be his last inning, depending on what kind of trouble he may or may not get into. Tavo Damien will lead off. On the ground. Gets by the first base and second baseman. We call that the old seeing eye single. Placed perfectly. You could not roll it by hand any better than that, and he is on base. And that is the end of the day for Maddox. These for the game tied. The runner on first base is his responsibility. Phil Kristen is into the game. 6 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 8 Ks for a 4.05 ERA. The lefty Levy, who's 1 for 1, will step in to face him. He gets him swinging on 3 pitches. Nasty changeup there. That brings Davis Ocampo to the plate. He is 2 for 2 today. Takes a walk. Yeah, that one was not even close. That allows the lefty Mayorga to come to the dish with 2 on and 1 out. Game tied in the bottom of the 5th. Lifted into left. Settling under it. Jeff Graff for out number 2. That brings pinch hitter Colton Anderson. Pinch hitting for center fielder Jeff Green. Colton Anderson, I think he's a switch hitter, but he's much stronger from the left-hand side, unless I'm just dumb. I might be. Regardless, he's pinch hitting in this game with 2 on and 2 out. Damien runs well. Anything that touches the outfield grass would score him, I would imagine. A wild pitch moves the runners to second and third. Oh, boy. He gets him swinging. Kristen comes in and cleans up the mess, and through 5 innings, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie ball game. 3-3, 9 hits for Texas, 7 hits for Memphis. No errors on the board, but I think each team should probably have one, but I digress. Buzz Johnson coming back out for the top of the 6th. He's looking like he's near the end of the line. He's got the bottom of the lineup here. Van Veen to lead off. He's 1 for 2. Grounded over to second base. Randy Rojas had that big home run last night. Strikes out swinging. That'll end the day for Buzz Johnson. They go to Eli Darrow, the lefty, out of the pen to face the 9-hitter Mong. Alrighty then. It's like they're bringing guys in 1 batter too early. Right? Like you could bring this guy in for Ratana. Like this is so weird. Anyway, Darrow has only pitched 3 2/3 innings, given up 3 hits, 3 runs, and 3 walks, and 4 Ks for a 7.36 ERA. Just the perfect selection. Hansel Mong with 2 outs in the 6th. Fly ball just fair inside the first base line. That's a fly ball, I should say. Hauled in, and we are through the top of the 6th. The bottom of the 6th, Jimmy Snyder leading off. Phil Kristen coming out. Snyder's 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. Nobody on base for him this time. The only way to pick up an RBI is a home run. This one's going to float all the way into the gap. Bounce off the top of the wall. Snyder rounding, sliding into second with a lead-off double, and the go-ahead run sits on second base for Jimmy Stancati. And he's had some big-ass hits the last half of this World Series. SCS, excuse me. Following it on that one. Runner goes for third. Snyder steals third on a sleeping Kristen. That's huge. He's now sackable. Stancati infield's in. He hits it right to Ratana at second base. Out number 1, Cody Wynn. That is high in left, but I don't think deep enough. It's not deep enough. So Snyder gets himself into scoring position over in third with nobody out, but they can't get the job done yet. Top of the lineup, Elton Briggs. He's 0 for 3 on the day. On the ground to second. Over to first. In time, 0 for 4. And somehow Memphis cannot score a runner at third with nobody out. Incredible. Save for the stupid shit we've seen, the defense has been pretty good for both teams. Eli Darrow to pitch the top of the 7th. Got a pinch hitter. No Gabe Ratana. We're going to see Salvador Ruby, who has had a hell of a postseason. 3 homers, 13 ribs, and a 1,059 OPS. Lead off the top of the 7th inning. Shoots one to right field. It's a frozen rope right at the wall. Oh my God. Wow. That, I thought, had the legs. Another pinch hitter. Jeff Graff is out of the game. Michael Morales, the righty, to hit the lefty Darrow. This is just a high fly ball on the infield. Should be out number 2, and it is. John Galvez had that 2-run jack. No, it was a solo bolo, but he's got 2 RBIs today. I think his jack was in the 3rd. 2 outs, nobody on for Galvez. High fly ball, it's floating into center, but he got under it. Who's playing center field out there now? I'm not quite sure. It is Cantu playing center field. Bottom of the 7th, Chad Kendall comes into the game for Texas. 2-0, 12 innings pitched, 10 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 13 Ks in the 2.25 ERA. Tavo Damian. Yeah, that's a good call. Maybe, I mean, there would be underground baseball stadiums. Tavo Damian, number 2 hitter for Memphis to lead off. He's 1 for 3 on the day. That is going to land in front of the left fielder out there. Who is that now that it's not Graff? It is Salvador Ruby playing left field. Memphis has the go-ahead run on the base paths. No surprise. He runs well. Levy at the plate. I don't know if we would see a bunt from Levy here. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He watches strike 3. That brings up Ocampo. He's 2 for 2 today. On the ground, to second for 1, to first for 2. The defense playing well today. A double play to end the 7th inning. This literally could not be any closer. 3 runs apiece, 9 hits apiece, and 1 stupid dipshit play each. Here we go. Top of the 8th, Eli Darrow only has 9 pitches to his name in the inning and a third that he has pitched. DeAndre Hunt, a pinch hitter, off the bench, the righty to face the left-hander. I don't think there's any more left on the bench. They already used Ruby and Morales. DeAndre Hunt get things going here for his team. No, he will strike out on a full count pitch. That brings up Hugo Santos, 1 for 2. Why you let Hugo Santos bat against the lefty here is mind-boggling to me. What the fuck do I know? He strikes him out with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and that definitely caught the plate. Darrow pitching out of his mind. Levi Koch, 1 for 3. Lifted into left. Hauled in, out there in left field by Briggs. Bottom of the 8th. Chad Kendall to pitch his 2nd inning of work. Ivan Mayorga to lead off. 1 for 3 on the day. 1 swing of the bat could change this game. A 3-pitch strikeout for Kendall. That brings Cantu. He came in the game defensively for Green, who got pinch hit for a couple innings ago. Cantu hits righties pretty well. He's a platoon guy who just plays against righties, it seems. Or he could be a backup guy. I'm not sure. Not really there for the bat. He's got good wheels and defense. Can he bring some magic to life in the Sky postseason where backup center fielders, you get that little bonus? That's going to sneak through a seeing eye single for Cantu, and the go-ahead run is on the bases. And like we said, no surprise to anybody, he runs really well. That brings up Jimmy Snyder, who's 3 for 3 today, has not been retired, has 2 of the 3 RBIs for Memphis. The go-ahead run sits at first. There goes the runner! The throw! Cantu steals second base, he's in scoring position. Pro has not the greatest arm, they test it and they succeed. Fuck you, Jason, you cocklicker. Snyder with a runner on second. Watches strike 3! Now Jimmy Stancati, again, had some massive hits in the last few games in this series. Here we go. Shoots one over! That's going to go all the way, stay inside, rounding third, heading for home! Cantu will score! Memphis takes the lead in the bottom of the 8th, and the fans don't fucking care! I hate it! Cody win! Strikes out swinging! Top of the 9th! Texas down to their final 3 outs. What a game! What a game! The closer, Yanye Curiel. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Heine? I don't know how to say it. Yane, sometimes the Y is pronounced as a J. I'm not sure. Regardless, he has been fucking electric and lights out in this postseason. Does have 1 loss to his name, but he's 2-1, 16 innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 runs, 9 walks, 19 Ks, a 1.12 ERA. Due up is the bottom of the order for Texas. Simon Van Veen to lead things off. He's 1 for 3. Strikes out swinging. 2 outs away. Well, Randy Rojas had the huge home run last night in the top of the 9th that stood up. No, wait a minute. That was game 5. Not going to get pinch hit for here. Again, Texas deployed a lot of pinch hitters already. I'm not even sure who they have left on the bench at this point. Strike 3! Final out! Hansel Mong, no pinch hitter. He's 1 for 3. He's ice cold. Surely Texas has anybody on the bench. They have this guy, Jack Shelton. They have Hassan. Nobody. Hansel Mong, if he can get on base, the lineup gets a lot more dangerous. Here we go. Line out to second, and ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in franchise history, the Memphis Blues will take home the trophy in a banger of a series, a banger of a playoffs. Wow, man, what a game, what a series. And now we play the Champion's Choice. Prepare your booties.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. WC Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel?
All right, we'll hear the Champion's Choice in full after the post-game ceremonies. All right, wow. Wow. Player of the game, Jimmy Schneider. Let's save this shit before I do anything else stupid. Wait, performer of the day is John Galvez, though. I had to take a shit. Attaboy. Skyorities, baby, Skyorities. Let's go. Yeah, Elton Briggs won last year with the Mets, yeah. Okay, let's check out the MVP. Whoops. Yeah, Jimmy Stancati, man. This dude went off in basically game 3 to 7. He had some insanely clutch hits. Stancati. There it is. Again, Memphis winning their second championship in franchise history. They're an expansion team from 2030. This is I don't know if this is Corey's second time in the SCS or not, but if it is, he's 2 for 2. But 19 years later, he puts another one in the bag and joins the multiple championship club, which is growing. That's a good thing. It's funny, you got I had a guy messaging me during the game asking about his spot on the wait list, which he's been on for months now, and yeah, no surprise his spot hasn't moved because the turnover in this league is pretty goddamn crazy. As in crazy low. What a postseason for Memphis, man. They sweep the Cardinals. Look, it was 4-1 for the Expos, but they came back in 2 of those games. That could have been a 7-game series. They go to 7 fucking games with California. By the way, they won this game in the fucking bottom of the 8th. There were 6 outs, maybe less, from elimination. And they won Game 7 at home. And now, in the goddamn SCS, in what? The bottom of the 8th, they take home the bacon. What a crazy run, man. What a run. I'm going to save it again just for good sake. For good sake? What the fuck? GG's to Corey. Always really good at rebuilding and bringing out the championships. I don't know what to say. I'm a little hyped up right now, but fortunately, it's time for me to go do the off-season file. We will have a Shabos tomorrow. Don't worry, we'll get back on that 5-week schedule. I have ways and tricks and things. For now, enjoy your Shabos on a Monday, first Monday Shabos in I think since I've been simming, honestly, so strange times abound. And also for you East Coasters who bitch and complain, rejoice, I am now in the central time zone as of today due to daylight savings, so the sim will be 1 hour earlier for you noobs. Sorry to us Westies, or to you Westies who enjoyed the later sim. That's it. Goodbye. Enjoy one of the better Champion's Choice songs we have had in the Sky history, in my opinion. See you fucking later, kids.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first-class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, just walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security, they did not see him, they just hovered round his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air, and Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam, walking in Memphis. But do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touched down in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touched down in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring